everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and we are, for the final time, reacting to the 100 as we reach the series finale. This does leave a bit of a bitter taste in your mouth because of the fact that 2 years ago I was going through the first season. I might have been approaching the finale at this point, and ever since then, I've grown an attachment to the characters, to the story, and even though this final season has been a bit questionable at times, it is a show that I'm definitely going to miss, that it's impacted me, and I can probably say a lot of people, it's impacted me so much, and yeah, like I said, it's going to be a bit of a sore miss, especially with the fact that this is another show that I overall love, that I'm losing this year, so that's great. But I'm excited and kind of nervous to see how we're going to end things for the final season, because like I said, with the way that this season has gone, it can be 50-50, it can go one way or another in terms of either this show's going to end on a good note or a bad note, so we'll have to wait and see what does happen. But it is pretty exciting because, like, a few people have pointed out that, like, after coming to terms with the fact that Maddie is brain dead, she unleashed one-header mode, it looked like, on her face. Like, one-header who's been at the back of her mind, essentially, that's been unlocked because of the fact that Clark really has nothing else left to lose. I mean, we know that Clark has gained the moniker the Commander of Death, and she's lost a lot of people that's been close to her in her life, and in recent weeks, of course, Bellamy has gone, and so has Maddie. So yeah, one can't blame Clark for wanting to go full one-header, and hopefully that means we're going to see her tear shit up, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, for one final time, this is the 100, episode 16 of season 7. May we meet again. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Amori.
Come on! One more time, come on. Raven, clear.
John!
I think that's the answer.
That's what we do.
Maybe we don't deserve
Clark.
to transcend.
There's a thing about Bellamy, what he said about war, but holy shit! Yeah, I can definitely say one header's been unleashed! Holy shit!
We are ready.
Excellent. Here's how it
You
works.
don't
We
have
talk. I
the
ask questions, you
right
answer truthfully.
to speak for
If you do
humanity.
not, I will know it. If your answers are satisfactory, your consciousness and that of your entire species will become one with ours. You will transcend the human. Why?
Oh! 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 Well, that was swift.
Pencils down. Can friends do this?
Yeah, I think we've moved on from the friend status.
First trick, I will make an army up here.
Oh! Oh, dearie me! Yeah, Monty would be proud. No, 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 no.
Adrenaline.
No, no, no. Oh my god, no.
Do something! Come on, do something! You're a doctor, please!
Please.
Please what? Put her mind in your head. We know from Clark and Josephine how that ends.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
He doesn't want to live without her. That... Oh.
Alexa.
Oh. Oh. No.
I'm not her, Clark.
You want to be.
How dare you judge me when you annihilate entire species because they don't live up to your ideals? Have I pulled the lever to
Pretty-
commit genocide? Yes.
Pulled the lever to. Yeah.
And did love make me do this?
It is kind of shitty.
You're damn right it did.
Like either ascend or just
But what's your
face a
excuse?
fate worse than death,
You
essentially.
play porn so much. But if you are humanity, then I am afraid humanity is not worthy of taking the next step.
Well,
It
the
has been
speech.
decided.
Oh shit.
You gonna please Theodore?
So that went well.
With you over forever without.
No. You can't do this. I won't let you do this.
Again, I'll
wake
say it. John's been
Wake up.
one of my favorites.
Just wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Jackson! Jackson! Wake him up! Don't let him
She
do
doesn't
this.
want John to put himself through this, but
John, don't let go of me!
It's okay with me.
You read our thoughts and take the form of someone we love.
Very good.
Raven
Yours
clicked
is an
on.
interesting choice. Not your real mother.
Mother figure as well.
Yet her opinion of you mattered even more.
It was just a distraction. This proves nothing.
They will fight Raven, like they always do.
You can't possibly know that.
It's all about history, those who don't learn from. Oh, he's gonna take. Fuck! Son of a bitch! He's an exception. He is a batshit crazy son of a bitch.
He can't.
Right now! All of us!
You were saying?
Put down your weapons!
Levin's gonna die. No!
History is written by the victors. Let's try this again.
I hate him. Oh, Levitt.
Return fire!
You have to stop the war. I got this. Stop the war.
This is who you are.
What the hell is going on?
You failed the test.
I'm so sorry I failed you. I failed everyone.
Have you failed the wrong CW franchise?
Is here.
Hold the tip player! Hold the tip player! Indra is not in command here! I am! And I
Someone
say
kill him! Thank you! Yes, Indra, thank you! God damn!
We are mankind! We are one group! If I kill you, I kill myself. If we keep killing each other,
Octavia
there
Blake.
won't be anyone left to save. Our fight is over, Indra. We don't deserve to survive. We fail, we die.
She's reaching them.
I
She
believe
is.
the Lord.
Octavia is
Let me tell
amazing.
you, the only way to win is not to fight.
Full circle from Blood Rainer. I love her.
What are you doing?
Is she transcending?
What's happening?
No, in another show this would be a regeneration, but she's transcended, hasn't she?
It's adjusting.
Jordan's pre-Hartnell doctor. So they're all What the f...
I love you
Okay, so I've got, like, so many questions. Like, what? Did I drink something wrong this morning?
Is anyone here? Murphy! Amori?
So Clark's all alone. Oh, she's got Picasso. The gods are like, no, we don't want to do that to the doggo.
I don't want to be alone!
Sad result is she's always going to be alone, isn't she?
Be alone.
You're not. Of course not. You are the only test subject from any species anywhere in the universe since the dawn of time who committed murder during the test.
Oh.
I'd do it again. Maddie knew you'd say that. Maddie's with you.
So that's an automatic disqualification.
Her consciousness has joined ours. She's at peace. You can choose to come back. Of course. Though until now, no one ever had.
And here we go. Oh! We are back, bitches. Okay. I kind of would have liked it if, like, there was others, like, rather than the characters that we know. Jasper, Lexa, Monty. Although that would have been a bit weird with Jordan there, but... Okay, so that was a finale. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it didn't go... Like, honestly, it did feel a bit too rushed. Like, with the whole... I don't know, the transcendent thing... The transcendence, like, kind of like the whole test scenario. I don't know, it kind of felt a bit... Because there was a lot of things we had to tie up. With this episode, with Echo and co. It was just a bit weird with how we got to the point of everyone being reunited, at least. Because there was like, okay, well, everyone's getting transcended. Oh, people wanted to come back. It was like kind of eerie. I don't know how to feel about that. So, yeah, but like I said, I think this season, I think this finale was, if anything, damage limitation. Like, it was like there was so many things we had to clean up before we made the final credits, and yeah, kind of a bit weird. Not gonna lie, but I gotta love Octavia for that speech. And like I said, Octavia's been, like, has always been my favorite character. Although I was a bit, with her when she was Blood Rainer, because for obvious reasons. But that speech, yeah, she's just, and Murphy as well. Like, I honestly didn't think that they would off Amori, because they could have killed her in the last episode. So yeah, it's a case of don't count your chickens. But that's it. Yeah, that was mixed feelings about that finale, to be fair. I mean, it seems... See, this is the thing, the higher beings, or the gods, or whatever they are, they came completely out of left field, and the whole judgment of the human race thing just seemed to be a bit iffy for me, personally. Yeah, it was just really, really weird. and I don't know if, these higher beings who kind of contradict themselves should be the end game for the 100. Like, okay, we decide if they turn into, if we'll do what we did to the Bardoans, or if they will transcend. Like, it's really weird. And the fact is, it feels a bit insulting that Bellamy, who was like the only one who believed in this transcendence, he got screwed over. So, it was like, oh, you believed in our thing, but you know what, Belle? I mean, there is the case of death is death and those who die before the transcendence. But, like, he was the only one. I feel like they should have just thrown Clark a bit of a bone and gave her Lexa or Bellamy. I don't know, but it just seems a bit sloppy, to be fair. But this is it. Like, Bellamy was the only one who really believed in this transcendence, but you know what? It was a bit sloppy, to be fair, and it got all kind of convoluted. Like, there was bits of Shadeheader who only served the purpose of shit stirring before meeting his end. I would have loved to have seen that a bit more drawn out, but this was my worry coming into this episode. There's so many factors to account for that they're going to cut some things short, surely, because it's not like this is an hour and a half finale. This is your 40-odd minute finale, and wasn't really, the best way to go out, in my opinion. There were some incredible moments, don't get me wrong. I really loved Octavia's speech, especially with the war paint that I think she used for the Conclave, which is a nice callback, because, of course, that was about saving humanity, and here we go again. And I just loved that speech. Again, like, she solidified why she was my favorite character in the 100. Like, I've really loved her character so much, and that speech was just really, really amazing. I really loved the memory mind space bit. I was heartbroken when she died, especially with the fact that they had me cling on to hope with her not dying in the last episode. So I had hoped that she would make it, but alas. But I thought that was really, really powerful that Murphy was willing to sacrifice himself. And the bugger survives anyways, in a sense, because yes, he's transcended, but he has the choice to return, etc. So the bugger survives anyways. Again, solidifying how he's a cockroach. Even when he accepts death, even when he chooses to die, the gods are like, no. I think the universe would collapse if you died, John. So, yeah. Lexa returning in a sense, even though it wasn't Lexa, it was really emotional. I just, my heart. I kind of had hoped that Lexa would return. Even though it wasn't our Lexa, it was still really emotional because I miss her so much. And I could tell the Clexa people, including me, because my heart has so much Clexa in me. Yeah, I can tell that this is going to be a very, very good episode for them to kind of get that little, like, spoonful there. But yeah, yeah, I really do feel like this was a kind of a rehash in a sense of the whole Ali situation, except the gods gave these people a choice, especially with the fact that their consciousnesses would be sent somewhere. So yeah, and there wasn't this whole. Well, there was this whole, like, kind of brainwashing thing, if you want to consider the disciples. But in regards to, I guess, like eliminating Bellamy, in regards to the main cast, yeah, there was none of that, and there was a choice for people to return, it seemed, so... Which, like, it's kind of it kind of is a bit muddled when everyone transcends, and, you have, Flexa, I'll call her that, because it's fake Lexa, in a sense, and it rolls off the tongue well, Flexa. But you have Flexa essentially say that, well, they can choose to come back if they want, nobody's ever asked, so it's like... But... Yeah, I do feel like there were, like, seeds of season 3 with Ali, except there was more of a choice involved in this, so, yeah. I just feel like Bellamy just got fucked over. Like, the gods are just... Like, this is it, the gods, like, are... Then again, it's a case of the gods, aren't they? They're always a bit difficult at times, but still, they were really, really difficult. Especially having one person be detrimental in the survival of humanity. It's stupid, really, and the fact is that they, like I said, they were brought out of left field. Why were they not given any more, like, kind of exposition? For example, like, it just seemed to just crop up, like, randomly. Of course, this whole transcendence thing and the whole test was talked about all season long. But the entities themselves, like, it's not just, like, an important entity, it is a super important entity. They're gods, essentially, so you, like, expect some kind of focus on them, not from someone who was, essentially right. Like, Cadigan was right in a sense, like, what he believed, just he went a wrong way about it, so... and then Bellamy was right with the whole transcendence thing, so it's, yeah... I would have loved to have seen a bit more, but like I said, it was a bit shitty about how they put the whole of humanity's onuses on one person, and Raven had to fight tooth and nail to try and divert the gods to wiping out humanity. Because it's like if Augustus Gloop, for example, if his greediness happened, then essentially nobody would be worth winning the chocolate factory or whatever. That's the equivalent I'm going down. Like, if Augustus is Gloop's... Why am I comparing the 100 to Charlie in the chocolate factory? I have no idea. But if his greediness was, like, spoke volumes of humanity, then nobody would get the chocolate factory. This whole thing would be closed by the first thing, and then like half the kids would be okay, anyways. But but we're delving off topic. It's just, I don't know. I just don't. It's odd for me to say this because Arrow started out as a completely grounded show, but at least with that you kind of know what to expect because superheroes. I mean, Batman is pretty much grounded. Yet he is best pals with Superman. So you kind of have an expectation regarding the Arrowverse when Arrow starts off more grounded, and then you've got the Flash, and then you've got the multiple Earths, for example. With the 100, it's not that case. It started off being grounded. I mean, to be fair, that kind of gone out the window when we explored multiple planets and the Anomaly Stone. But I don't know. For some reason, this god that determines the fate of humanity seems a bit... I don't know. Especially if it comes completely out of left field. Like, yes, transcendence was talked about all this time, but you'd think something as detrimental like a deity would have a lot more focus, and this finale wouldn't be rushed. They would have drawn things out a bit more. So I don't know. It just, those final 10 minutes just felt like a trip, to be fair. But yeah, like, it was really, really, like, it was really stupid, like, as well, because of the fact that I didn't really agree with, like, their way of judging. Like, for example, when Raven tried to talk them out of, okay, don't wipe us all out, we can be better, Shadeheader comes along and is like, are you sure about that? And it's like, well, Shadeheader's batshit insane. So, and like, they were on negotiating terms, and then Shadeheader comes along and tries to spoil the party, causes commotion, so, yeah. So yeah, it was just really, really, weird, but, oh well. But yeah, I did like, I love Memori, I love the Lexa bits. Even if it wasn't Lexa, it just tugs at the heartstrings, doesn't it? So, yeah. And I did love Indra finally getting revenge on Shadeheader. It was kind of like a relief, in a sense, because he was just stirring the shit, so it was like, oh, just kill him, and then we can get back on negotiating terms, right? So, and that's where Octavia's speech came in, so that was really, really good. But yeah, I really, really thought... I like the fact that the gods also think that apparently all doggos are pure, so no test is needed. That's it. Like, they didn't have Picasso take the test or whatever. That would just be really weird, though. Like, how would they analyze if the dogs are worthy of transcendence or whatever? Because I just really love the idea that Picasso was there. I just love the idea that they don't need any tests because they just know that they're pure anyways or whatever. So, yeah, love for the doggos, but, yeah, it's just really interesting how they had Cadigan was right, except he didn't need to invoke any kind of war. But what he believed was completely right. Just, you didn't need to incorporate the war thing, but that's someone taking things that's someone stretching, which Cadigan did. So yeah. But yeah, I'm also glad that Octavia finally got her happy ending, finally, which is something that she deserves. Like Clark, who's lost a lot of people, so has Octavia, people that she's loved, and now she finally has Levitt, so I'm really glad that Octavia can finally catch a break, so yeah, but yeah, this was an interesting finale, to say the least. Because I do feel like some things went too far, but I don't know. It just seems a bit weird, if you get what I mean. I don't know. It feels weird in a sense. So yeah, I thought it was like for the season. It like for the season and how kind of wonky it was. I thought this did a decent enough job in a sense, but it also felt too weird. It also felt too out of place, too rushed, and the ending itself was a bit wonky, so yeah, but hey ho. So yeah, that was the 100 episodes. And yeah, I don't even know what I have to say about this, apart from the fact that next week we're going to be, well, in case people are wondering, like if they didn't catch the memo, I will be replacing the 100 with Once Upon a Time. So that's happening next Wednesday rather than the Thursday, for a certain reason. But yeah, it's just me being picky anyways, that reason, so I don't need to digress, but yeah, we'll be starting Once Upon a Time next week, that's going to replace the 100. So yeah, but this was an honour to go through the 100. Even if the show ended on a kind of a iffy note, I really enjoyed my journey. I've really enjoyed my time with the characters. And yeah, it's going to be a bit of a miss, this show. So I hope you guys who have tuned into my 100 reactions have enjoyed the journey with my reactions. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!